Good morning, Mount Olive Church and friends of Mount Olive Church. Andrew Short here with you. Hopefully, you are having a good start to your Saturday here. And I've had a good week so far. Hopefully, you had a chance to watch all the devotions. Sorry, my screen's messing up a little bit here. Trying to share it and try to share that with you. There we go. I believe that worked. But hopefully, you've had a chance to watch all the devotions this week, and hopefully, you had a chance to join us on Sunday. There, we were actually out of town, but got to listen to it there in Grayson County. So appreciate, as always. I like to try to remember to thank everyone that has something to do with the streaming there. It sure is nice when you're out of town and we're able to reach people that we otherwise wouldn't be able to reach that can't come and join us in person. So thankful to Zach and John and all the ones that have a hand in that. So Blueprint for Blessedness was the title of message from Brother TJ, from Pastor TJ. Really enjoyed the message and timely message for me, and that seems like it always is. But we'll be in Psalms 1 here, so we'll go straight there. Psalms 1, love Psalms 1, love the book of Psalms. It's such a great start to the chapter. It's to start with, Psalms is kind of small, manageable size chapters, so it's kind of a good way to start. And if you're just new to Christianity or just want something to kind of wake up with every morning, Psalms is a good place to start. But Psalms 1 and verse 1 says, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful." I think it's interesting that the writer here, that's how, it says, "Blessed is the man," and everybody's kind of on the edge of their seat, like, okay, how do I get blessed? Do I make more money? Do I need to exercise more? Do I need to, go to church more? But he says, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. Blessed is the man that doesn't stand in the way of sinners." Verse 2 says, "But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night." I love that verse. Verse 3, "And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water." Such a great mental image there, right? I think all of us have this immediate mental image of a tree planted by a big flowing river that brings forth fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. A tree planted by the rivers of water. So, kind of my thought was, we were at the beach a couple of weeks ago. If you've listened the last couple of weeks, we were down there, and there was this lazy river. This is kind of where my mind went. Brother TJ was talking about the path that we can find ourselves on. If we first kind of step into the pool of sin, and then we get in, and the path starts taking us where we don't want to go, and that kind of hits home with me. And so my thought was of this lazy river at this place we stayed, and it was, don't get me wrong, I'm not, this is not against lazy rivers. It was awesome. We got in, and really the first lazy river I had been in much. I mean, I kind of understood the concept, but being a lazy person myself, I was like, this is going to be great, and it was. So I'm sitting there, and you had to get a float. You can see kind of in the picture here, this is not the one we stayed in, it's just one I found. But as soon as you would kind of get on the float, whether you laid on it or whether you put it around you or whether you put your feet, you kind of sat in it or whatever, the river started taking you, and it was a slow pace, but it started taking you where it wanted to go, right? You had no control over it. The water was moving you where you wanted to go. Even when you would stop and kind of stand there, it still, the water would kind of push against you, and you would find yourself, whether you really wanted to or not, you would find yourself started moving kind of with the flow of water. And so, my thought was that's a lot like sin. When we start testing that water, maybe this applies to you right now. If you start testing that water, and you get in, right, and you get in, that water starts taking you where it will. You'll look back and look back down the lazy river, and you'll think, well, how did I get here? And so that was a pretty good thought for me, that it'll move you where it will. Even if you try to stand on your own in the middle of that river, that water that beats against you will eventually take you where it wants you to go anyway. So the moral of the story, I think, and I think that what God's trying to tell us is, get out. There was ladders all along this lazy river. Not that you couldn't have climbed that anyway, but there was ladders all along this lazy river where if you were ready to get out, you just climbed up the ladder and you got out. Well, guess what? When you got out, the water didn't push against you. It didn't take you where you wanted to go. So if you're if this fits you, if you're in trying to step into sin, if you've got maybe in something that's pushing you toward a specific thing, get out. Right? Ask God to help you. Pray about it. Get out of that sin right now. Ask for forgiveness, but get out of that river that's flowing you towards a place that you don't want to go and a place that you can't control how you get there. I've been there myself, and I know what it's like, and get out right now. No matter where you're at on that course, if you've just put your first toe in, if you're 2 miles down the road, get out. God will help you. He'll get you out. He'll help you get on His path, and He'll carry you along. So that was kind of the thought I had from Pastor TJ's message there on Sunday. Sure did enjoy it, and looking forward to another one, I think, tomorrow. So come join us at Mount Olive tomorrow on Sunday. I'll start presenting here. There we go. On Sunday at 11. Join us there, and we hope to see you guys then. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your weekend.